people that do this process for a while will often come across is that it will often tire you out. Maybe not in the early phases, but then when you get better at the stretching and the fast method stuff, that doing that will often make you quite tired. And tired in a way that coffee is completely useless against. To give you an example of how this works, like I'll be driving. We went somewhere this weekend and I'm doing my stretches as I'm driving because, I'm pretty efficient at how I do it. It doesn't impair my ability to drive in any way. But what it does is it makes me very drowsy. Sometimes, like if I push it, I almost have to pull over to the side of the road and take like a 10-15 minute power nap, right? And sometimes go to 7-Eleven and my wife and kid will like go and get ice cream or something and I'll take a power nap in the car because it really is just that powerful. And doing coffee, like drinking coffee, I find it's completely useless. I want to explain this, like why does it tire you out? The honest answer is I don't know, right? Like I think we're doing stuff that hasn't really been researched. But I can just feel that by doing the stretches and things, it builds up pressure in my skull and my neck. And about a year or two ago, I would say that it tired me out less and typically gave me mild headaches. Now, for some reason, I don't really get the headaches, but I get tired. And I almost feel like it's the body's kind of like turning us off a little bit so that it can readjust. That's what it intuitively feels like. And if you just power through it, this pressure will dissipate is my realization, but it will take a lot longer and you'll struggle. I might just say, hey, I'm going to work through it and I'll be, sitting at my desk and I'll be working through it and, in a couple hours it'll dissipate. But that whole time, like I'm a little bit impaired, right? Like I'm a little bit tired and just fighting through it. Whereas if I rest my head on something, right? And the key to me has always been resting your head on something. Like for some reason, it allows everything to kind of move and adjust. And that's when I usually see lines on various parts of my body because everything kind of inflates outwards. If I just rest, it might only take like 10 or 20 minutes and all this pressure dissipates. Then I almost feel like I just woke up in the morning again. And I'll do this sometimes like several times a day. Like each time I get to that point, I consider it one cycle. What if you're not getting this pressure or you're not getting sleepy? Does that mean you're doing it wrong? No. I'm in my fourth year doing this, and I'm pretty efficient at how I do it. And I don't think like tiredness was not something I normally think that I felt in the first year. Most of you were in your first months, so don't be discouraged if you don't feel this. But I do get a number of people have said that they feel quite drowsy sometimes, especially after stretching. And I have a feeling it's very similar to what I feel. During those times, I just recommend the best thing is to just rest whenever your body wants to rest. So that's my overarching rule is just do what my body is telling me, right? If I'm hungry, I eat. If I'm tired, I rest. Some last thoughts. Remember that this process is not linear, right? So as you improve, certain things might feel like they're regressing sometimes. You're getting headaches or you feel like something new is bothering you or hurts that wasn't there before. And I kind of view it as like you're just peeling away layer after layer on this onion of compensations. And so when you peel off one layer, some new one appears. This either tired or headache part is something that I find like as you go through the layers, like this remains with you. It's kind of like this cycle of how you're peeling the layers off. If you know what to expect, you can plan for it, right? So just, if you have a very busy day and you have a lot of work to do, you may not want to kind of stretch to the point that you're going to get tired, right? So this is how I kind of intuitively spend my day is I figure out when I'm going to have to be busy and I make sure that, I'm not making myself tired before that. And once you understand, I think you start to view it as a good thing, right? Like I view it as progress. Like I view it as, okay, I'm just keep pushing along and make a little bit of progress each day. Thanks.